Let's turn our attention to Italy, where two tomb raiders stole precious artifacts from the 3rd century BC. The artifacts, which include urns, sarcophagi, and beauty accessories, are worth $8.5 million. They were as good as gone, but now they have been recovered, all thanks to the bumbling raiders. They posted pictures of themselves with the haul on Facebook, and obviously they were caught. What a classic robbery fail. But this is hardly the only one. Our next report tells you about some of the worst criminals of all time.
Around 2,500 years ago, the Etruscans flourished in central Italy. This ancient civilization gradually became a part of the Roman Empire. It has a rich cultural history, but the Etruscans left behind little cultural evidence of it. A few written documents, pottery, statues, and lavish tombs. Little did they know that thousands of years later, a couple of bungling tomb raiders would stumble upon this haul. That's exactly what has happened in what's now the Italian region of Umbria. Two entrepreneurs unearthed 3rd century BC burial chambers in an Etruscan necropolis while excavating the land they own, and they found the treasure. Dozens of artifacts, including 8 urns, finely decorated with scenes from Greek mythology, 2 sarcophagi, one with the full skeleton of a woman in her 40s, and beauty accessories, such as bronze mirrors and a perfume bottle. The haul is worth $8.5 million. So the raiders thought, finders keepers. They tried to sell the loot in the black market. When this didn't work, they took a more tech-savvy step. They posted pictures of themselves with the artifacts on Facebook. You'd think they'd know better. This triggered an investigation with the whole shebang. Stakeouts, phone wiretaps, and air surveillance drones. Finally, the clumsy criminals were caught, and the police seized the loot.
The uniqueness of this recovery lies both in the important number of artifacts that have been seized and in their historical and economic value.
The recovery of the Etruscan funerary reminds us of the importance that archaeological, cultural, historical, and artistic heritage has for the entire Italian territory.
It is emotional to touch a work of art of huge importance. I feel privileged. There is the academic interest, a scientific interest, because not only does one have the opportunity to see, to touch, and be near an object of profound cultural interest.
Now the pair face theft charges that could mean up to 10 years in jail. But they aren't the first criminals to be hoisted by their own petard. 2 men from the UK's Lincolnshire stole thousands of dollars from gambling machines, then posed and grinned for selfies. Obviously, they were nabbed. Some robbers boast before they even do the deed. A British robber posted on Facebook with a selfie the picture of a knife and the words, "Doing Tesco over." The police caught him 15 minutes later. Speaking of dumb actions, a low-level Taliban officer left US officials dumbfounded. He was suspected of organizing attacks on US troops, so he gave himself up, and then tried to claim the reward for his own capture. A burglar in China was captured as well, but after 30 minutes of excruciating rescue, because the burglar got stuck trying to squeeze out of a small window. If there's an exclusive club for the dumbest criminals of all time, these people have a lifetime membership. Clearly, some people aren't suited for a life of misdeeds.